Told you I couldn't get my bed out of bed at 6:30, but I guess 7:30 is good enough. At least it's early. Could you imagine if I got out of bed at a later hour? We wouldn't get to our first hot spot until what? Like 12:15? You gotta understand that ATL traffic. One lane equals 1 hour. So much for cloudy skies. It's clearing out quick. Would you look at that beautiful scene right there? Oh no. Dang it. Crap. There's big boy pickup trucks out here, man. Crap. You know what that means. Someone's going to be in the creek already. Why can't I get my butt out of bed in time? I mean, it's almost like I got to be here before 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, crap. Well, the creek here looks like it has overflowed the banks. And it's running deep and rough. Boy, I'm still getting in though, you know I am. You talk about desperate. It's 29 degrees where I am right now. And I'm about to get in frigid waters. At least I got the waders on. But man, did they ever get a buzz out here from that energy drink. Man. Let's go take a look. Man, I tell you what, hold on. Oh, dang. The heck happened here? I'm trying to get down this muddy zone. Yeah, boy. Ugh, just because it's muddy is no reason to panic. I remember when I came out here a couple weeks ago, looking for the monumental things, found nothing at all, even after a monumental rainstorm. Let me get to looking real quick. It's frigid out here, man. It is cold. That's exactly what it looks like at about 5 o'clock this time of year. No, nothing yet. Why would there be in this spot right here? It's just a quick look right here. The more monumental gravel bars are all over the place though. About dang time. But last time I was the first one out and I found nothing at all. You're gonna say you're mean. No, I'm not mean. Why would I be mean for leaving my footstep? Besides, it just means it's our turn. Man, now this one's a hard one to get to. Yeah, these things got high out here. Boy. If you see anything ancient, black, orange, yellow, white, red sitting on top, let me know. Oh, crap. That's what I'm talking about, see? That's what we're looking for, but it's a busted Dalton. Where the heck is the bottom at? It was a leaf. Where the heck is the bottom of the monumental Dalton, guys? Oh. Probably right behind us. That was a great find. Too bad it wasn't intact. You know that was a Dalton. You could see the ears on the ear on the left side that was busted off. But I know what you're going to say, rational thinkers out there like us. Now that it's broken, it's not a Dalton, right? Because its ID was, well, broken off. I'm not going to say the S word. Yeah, man. I got to get moving fast before it gets too late. We want to be the first ones in these places if it's going to continue like that. Well, same gravel bar. I just saw it. A little thumb scraper. Not a real authentic point. It's just a thumb scraper. That's it. Man, my sinus is going to be running like crazy, man. Jeez. It's almost like that prayer is working now. When I said they need to turn in all the leaves. They need to turn all the black leaves into artifacts. All right. Not a bad start for the first one. Oh boy, I gotta be more careful, guys. Dang it. I almost slid all the way into the creek. I took one step and slipped 4. Well, I came over to see if it was accessible. I was excited because the pine straw was facing vertical. It was facing parallel with the line, the drainage line here, the deer trail. And I slipped. Oh, dang. That's a long way down, too. Well, nothing in this one so far. I've looked at every single piece though, all the way through, even in the water. The shallow waters. It's beautiful out here though. Now I'm getting carried away with the beauty of it all, trying to see everything. I mean, I can't remember how many black leaves and orange leaves I picked up so far in this one place. Man, gotta keep going with it though. Cool design, sand tempered powder. Very nice indeed. Add them to the pile. I'm thinking about something no major. I mean, it's something that I did out here a couple weeks ago when I came out here after that monumental rainstorm. And I was the first one ever to set foot in these places and found next to nothing at all. You talk about being distraught. No, I'm not gonna say depressed, but you know, we're always trying to begin the year off very nicely, you know, when it comes to this hobby. It's almost like you want to collect everything in the beginning so you can just chill the rest of the year. Get on the kayak, whatever. And I'd try to up the artifact collection so you can do cool things. These black, man, dang it. Dang it in a very good way. I didn't see it earlier. It helps to go backwards. Man. A little tip ding on it though. Very nice to add to the stash. Thank you for that one. It was under a rock. How about that? All right. Moment of truth, yay or nay. Last thing I found out here was a quartz Dalton. It was pre-Dalton. Oop, they're tripping us up out here. These cherubim, look at that white quartz piece right here. It's a preform. Preform Mora Mountain, I think. I'm not going to take it though. Right on top. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm desperate, I am. That just proved it right there, what I just went through. Oh, dang. I just walked up on the steep cliff over here. I know it wasn't that hard. I didn't take the easy route. You talk about being desperate. Well, because it's so easy to get across. It's not fair that it's right over there on the side and we can't even get to it. You're going to say, concentrate on what I'm doing. I can't afford to slip out here. You're right. Yeah, I'm still walking. This is taking forever. I'm trying to find the easiest way in. It's all high banks. And I tried to get in back there and I stepped in and went up to the left knee. About 7 inches off the bank. Oh, dang. Boy, floation. Not tribulation. That's our goal right there. Oh, dang. Deep right here. Now what? Let me figure something out. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm having a beautiful experience though. It's heavenly out here. This one was a tough one to swallow. Nothing but a flake. One tiny shard of pottery. Looks like we have a piece of Fire King jadeite. And nothing more. At least I didn't leave empty-handed from this one. Man, our emotions going to run high today. Oh, crap. I love saying that word because it means some good things are being seen right now. There's a big pile of gravel over here I've never seen. Every time I come out, another gravel bar. It's up on a hill too, like an incline, which means it's a great filter for some major things. I'm cutting through the woods again. I couldn't get through all these places. It is deep out here. And I know you're going to say the rational thing. If they flooded the banks like this on Tuesday, when that tropical storm rolled through, we have nothing to worry about. When it comes to people coming out on Wednesday and Thursday, it still would have been deep. I know that for a fact. What a good choice to come out here today, out of all of our hot spots. Man. If this was spring or summertime, I wouldn't have to move this fast. Well, number one, I would have to move slow because of the dangerous wildlife when it comes to the snakes. Oh, dang. Prayers are being answered. Well, you had the monumental rainstorm, flood that came through on Tuesday, the tropical storm. And then yesterday had good enough rain to wash off the tops of everything. So I guarantee you, everything that's in the gravel bar, or the gravel bars, most likely was covered in thick sand, a thick layer of sand. And that light rain that we got for about 2 hours yesterday washed everything off. Well, looks like we might have a busted quartz blade right here on the edge. I can't tell, I was blocking the sun. It's thin, all right. Oh, it's the blade, all right. All right, it's amateur sugar quartz. It's an artifact, though. Man, is that ever amateur. The bubble wrap quartz, but we're still recovering that thing. Not really top shelf, but it's definitely going in a case. Ah, well, there we go. Okay, there's our largest shard of the day. Any kind of design on it? No. The design is on the inside from the human handprint. Look how they got that leaf sticking up right there, man. You guys crazy? Cool. All right. The design is the fingerprints that are rubbed off on the inside. Very good find. Another one. New part of the creek. You know, new beginnings always give you new great things, right? Not all the time. Get a load of this scraper I just found. I knew it looked kind of off. Check out this granite material. I don't even know if it's granite. It's a thumb scraper. Look at that beautiful thing right here. That's some kind of weird granite though. Quite the thumb scraper. Look at that. Another great find for today, but there's a couple things we're about to take a look at in the water. But one right there, it's got a stem on it. It's just like sitting there. It's clear white quartz. Well, if it's white, it's not clear. It's right there. Let's hope it's not busted. Let's hope it's not just a game piece. Okay, all right. Great day. 100% intact. Man. About dang time we had a day like today. There's a bottom of some kind of point. Don't tell me it's some amateur paleo. It's not, it's just a chip off the old block. Beautiful. Dang. I just went through weird currents. Well, you know, we found that weird stone granite style thumb scraper back there, and I found an equivalent, a different kind of stone. I think it's slate or something. Another one. Hitting it right today, but it was expected, wasn't it? Due to the heavy rains. That's why I'm trying to get what I can get, because it might be a while before it rains this hard again, you know. Let's hope not. Dang. Would you look at that? Is that part of some IV pouch or something? Can't tell, but that side is beautiful. What a shame. A bunch of flakes throughout this zone. And nothing major yet. I mean, look at the leaves though. They're all crazy out here, man. Nothing. There should have been at least one right in this zone right here. I guess they're trying to get me to go to the Urban Creek tomorrow, man. That's going to be crazy, though. It's nothing going to be... It's just going to be piles of sand. That's it. I don't think we're going to find anything there. See, look. A busted bottom, man. It's been like this out here so far. I've already picked up like 3 pieces that were just broken bottoms. A little tiny one there. Thank you for that one, guys. I know if I was a few hundred years earlier, I would have found it fully intact. Well, there's a little... Yeah, I'm keeping that. That's a little granite stone piece right here. That's some kind of preform. Look at that. Some kind of blade. The only place I find stuff like what's over here next to my jug is only in the Urban Creek. Yeah, when you see there's another bottom of quartz piece, man, the tip is busted off. Oh boy. An amateur Dalton. Add it to the pocket. Get a load of this thing I just picked up and I dropped it back down. I've never seen anything like this before. Is this legit? Or is this like a study model or something? What the heck is going on here? That kind of... That's natural. That's not man-made. See, they're still making them out here. I told you they are. This is proof right here. That's exactly what we're looking for, but it's not even real. It's a fake Dalton. Made by nature. That's weird. Adding that thing to the pocket. It's real, but it's not. Hey guys, thanks. Thanks for teaching us. I know you're still making them. I just got my final sign about what we have to do tomorrow. I don't really want to go tomorrow, though. I don't. Because there's like 5 other places I can go and collect about 5 arrowheads or even more than that. Probably a fully intact Native American pot. But I just got my final sign and it's in my right hand. The only place I find this in this form, is in that one Urban Creek. What the heck is going on out here? They're designing my day for tomorrow. And we haven't even gotten there yet. I always find something in this gravel ball right here. Always. Soapstone shards. Intact pieces. There were a couple times, a couple years ago, I found 2 points right next to each other. Different styles, different eras. Different generations. But you're going to say, watch. You're not going to find a dang thing out here today. Imagine how I'd feel if I came to this spot first. We would be screwed on this day. Quite the filter. You're probably wondering, did you find something? Yeah, I found something, all right. Hold on, I'm looking. I thought I saw an orange one sticking up, gleaming through the light. I'm missing it. I lost my perspective on it. I know you're going to say, you see, oh, I see it now. It's nothing. It's like a piece of candy, though. but not what I was expecting for this initial catch in the creek around the bend. I know you're going to say, what a shame on that thing right there. The left ear is busted off. I'm still collecting it though. It's not really broken, but you know, there's a thumb scraper. There's some kind of authentic faker. Well, it's not a faker, it's the real deal. It's just extra fat. Some kind of fake blade, I'm tossing it back, and then this faker right here, I'm tossing back. Look at that thing. You're going to say, how do you know it's a faker? Because it's not even net. It's just worked by the waters. Let's know about that. Still making them. Keep on going. Now I can't wait to get to the other spot. I'm so excited. Please let there be no footsteps, because if I don't see any, you know we're going to make some major collections at that place. For real though. But the clock is ticking. It's already 1 o'clock. We only have 4 hours. I'm getting torn up by these thorns out here. All right. Let's jump in this thing and hope for the best. We don't have too much longer out here. Now, you know that's deep. Wonder how much stuff they flipped up and added to the flat gravel bars out here. Dang. I know I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of coming out in places like this when it's ice cold, wearing next to nothing at all. Let me zoom through here real quick. I could probably cover both sides of the creek in hopes that we don't miss anything. That is, if there's anything out here. We don't know yet. Now that's one heck of a beautiful looking core right here. Boy. You're gonna say collect it, man. I can't collect the rocks like this anymore. I will just end up taking it back out 5 years later and telling them I'm sorry. Wonder how many points they made off of this beautiful looking specimen. If any at all. I knew it. First major gravel bar, but I've been standing here for 10 minutes deleting random, insignificant videos out of my iPhone. iPhone memory full again. I knew I should empty out this thing last night, but look at this faker. It's dry now because I've been deleting videos. It's a fake rock. It's one of those polygons I tell you about all the time. They knew geometry a long time ago. They did in ancient times. They look for rocks like this and they just turn it to the side and napped off the edges. I know that for a fact. What a faker. But there's one thing behind me that's not a fake. And I rubberneck like crazy for this thing too. It's right there. I knew it. I knew there was going to be one in this initial gravel bar. Yeah, typical little whittled piece. Very nice to add to the collection. How many more are we going to recover today? Hold on. That's amateur. That's an amateur one. That's amateur. Hold on. Or is it? See, they fool us on these polygons all the time. That's not one. Well, let me keep it. Let me keep it. It could be one. I see evidence of napping on the side. Let me get going. Save some memory in the iPhone. I misjudged the time. It's only 1:30. Well, don't say only. The sun is real low. It's giving us that 6:35 summertime angle. Here's that zone. When there's like a little log jam up here, it backs it up and it makes it deep. I don't feel like climbing back out. There's hardly any way to climb out. You get underneath these root systems on these trees on the bank. It's deep in those zones too. All right, I'm going uphill, going uphill, going uphill. And I'm walking on some things too. I can feel it crunching on the feet. It's usually always sand up in here. Let me get going. Collect a few more today. Weird. Best filter so far in this creek. Today, that is. Not a dang thing yet. And not fair. I would definitely be recovering this thing if it had more blue on it. But it's got blue on both sides. Look at that. There's nothing like that plywood stuff, whatever it is. Composite. That was awesome. Gotta keep in mind they got Daltons in here too. But there's something behind me I need to take a look at. Look at that. You're gonna say, keep it, man. It's artistic. I can't keep it. Well, I'll toss it up on the bank, come back and get it later when I start cleaning the creeks again in the hot summer. Oh yeah, they shove things around. I know exactly where that gallon came from. Hold on, hold on. Sorry guys, I'll come back and get it later, I promise. I always keep my promises. But let me go ahead and grab this thing before it gets pulled out. It's on the edge. And you already know what it is. Any design on this shard? Kind of. A corn cob design's been rubbed off like you would never believe. Perfect. You're asking, what am I waiting on? Well, I stuck my leg in there and it went all the way past the knee, just at an angle. This joker right here is probably close to about 5 feet deep. Oh yeah, look at that. Now what? This sucks, I can't get back in. I've gone a few hundred feet on the bank. I can't get back in. The banks are too steep. They're just up and down and all around. Well, I can get in through here. Cool, okay, good. I should know this creek like the back of my hand, know where every single, well, this is going to be steep too. And slippery, I bet. Like ice. Yeah, dang it, I'm going to have to crawl in, scoot down on my behind or something like that, man. Oh boy, could there be anything in here? It's usually white out here. We could probably see one from here. I guess that's where my drone hunting idea comes in to play. Yeah, I came up with this idea many years ago when it came to this hobby. Like if we were disabled or something like that, we can hunt for artifacts in the creek by just having a high quality drone with a high quality camera. What a great idea. It just hasn't been produced yet. All you need is a drone and that's it. And you just ride the creek from the house. Or you can collect them too, whatever. You can pick them up in the drone. Wouldn't that be something? Nothing. I climbed all the way down here for nothing. That's all right though. Good exercise. Needs more color. We're still going to find more. It could be later. Could be tomorrow. Still got another side of the creek to go in if I make it there in time. In and out. Well, at least there's that. Pottery always outnumbers the spear tips. Well, dang, I just kicked up one and it's busted already. A white quartz. They're always busted though, man. I took one step and kicked at it. Well, that would have been the largest or second largest one of the day, man. I don't know if I'll keep it. I can't keep keeping the double word. I can't keep keeping the broken ones though, man. But that would have been a nice one. But there's something else that they know. I know you're going to say, if you don't find the large black one sitting right there on top, you suck. Well, I know. But there's something here they know that I'm looking for too. Oh, that's another nice bag. Well, parts of it anyway. Black and white and brown all around. Yep, I guess I suck. No large black one sitting right on top. Still going. About 4:05 right now. Got about an hour and 20 minutes to get going, get out of here. I've gone quite a ways on the other side. Nothing at all but a couple of brokes. Tossed them back and two nice pieces of pottery. Still, iPhone memory full. Just deleted one of my 2-minute videos, no big deal. Wasn't really that important, but get a load of this. I just found a significant burn layer right here. It could have been a fire pit. It's only one location right here. It's in one little fine little location. It could have been a fire pit a long time ago, but if the fire pit was here, this deep, then the creek was in a different location. What you know about that? Or probably a lot more shallow. And on that side. You're gonna say, get some carbon dating done on that thing right there. It could be natural though, but it's in one little tiny location. You're gonna say, get to digging. Nah, I don't do that. I will for something else though. Yeah, it's from like right there all the way to right there, and that's it. That's where it ends. That I can see. And that is deep. That's about 6 feet. What a great find. What the heck do I get myself into, man? Adventure for real. It's the only way through here. I can't climb over. The water is probably about 3 feet deep on that side, man. I tried to climb over and it didn't work. Look, artistic ball. Very cool. It's crazy what they do with the tennis balls over time. Crazy what they do with anything over time. And you know we would not be doing this thing in the summertime. Spring or summer. Because, you know, there's going to be a crap load of snakes up in here. Let me get off the iPhone until I find something else, which has not been much on this side. Very unfortunate. But I'm going to still go until I find something else. If I can. Well, dang. What a beautiful piece. But this is what we get with suburbia. Not fair. Time to go ahead and empty out the bags. There's a lot of truth that's told in these things right here, trying to drive us to another place tomorrow. Man, gotta take a look at the signs. oh man, would you check this collection out from today? Mm-mm-mm. It's been a while since we had a day like this. I tell you that much. What a fabulous collection. I don't know what you have to say about all this. I know it's been a while since we had a day like this. We only had like maybe 3 in the entire year, 2023. And, one of those days was in the very beginning of the year for 2023, just like this year's beginning off. On the right foot, the same foot. Let's hope it lasts, though. I mean, would you look at that? We got the art up here. Got to keep a better lookout, closer lookout for this kind of stuff to guide us to make some masterpieces. Guided by what they do out there with it. Very nice collection today. I'm barely getting started with it. It's almost like I got 2 years worth right here. Surprised I never caught on to it in the past. I don't know. Maybe I did. Cool little cans right here. Yeah, got some urban stuff, even though it was out in the country. Weird thing though, I told you earlier today, even when it comes to the patterns, certain items, it's like the only time we found stuff like this, like 3 particular things, was in a couple of urban creeks that we frequent, It's almost like they're trying to drive us to another location tomorrow that we probably definitely have to go to because they're holding on to something for us. I'm hoping. Just like the urban creek. It was like we were there today for a little while and saw the future of tomorrow. Weird. I think I'm going to try to go. I don't know what's going to happen. Don't know what's going to be out there. You always got to take that chance, right? Yeah. Something about this tape, though. The duct tape. I've been trying to keep a lookout for this. If I find it in a creek or in some dumping grounds or whatever, I'm going to try to pick it up because the other side always has the artistic side to it. I mean, look at that. It looks like a grid. I got a few of these collected for the past 6 months. I'm going to try to do some kind of flat artwork like I always do. And you see why. It's like a different kind of painting on this side. I got a couple pieces just like this that are real nice, They know how to make art. They do, for real. Yeah, got the potter right here. Some nice designs on some of these right here. Some of these are still a little bit wet. I'll have to inspect these later to try to see if they got any other kind of symbols and stuff on them. This one looks like a spider web. Like they knew all about Spider-Man. Look at that thing. It's like a spider web. It's got that grid to it. Another fabulous find. That's a nice little chunk right there. And some random pieces right here, sand tempered. It's a rough piece right here. Been in the ground for a very long time. Need to find more. And definitely got to find more. Hope you like the little collections, though. I'm trying to shorten these little run-through videos. I'm going to say thank the Lord for that, man. You don't need to stretch it out for 15 minutes like you used to a long time ago. Well, I can't help it. Everything is interesting to me. You're just going to tell me to keep it to myself. Here's a masterpiece right there. All you got to do is just snap a picture without snapping the top off. Yeah. Got a lot of preforms today, though. Weird. It's like they try to make it off of a flake. They said, forget about it, man. That'll never work. It's that bubble wrap quartz that guy's talking about in the future. It won't work. That's a beautiful piece right there. Yeah. Too bad the ear is busted off of it. Tiny thing. Too bad the Dalton's busted. Some amateur blade. Some perfect blade right here. Well, it's perfect in its own right. Look how crooked it is, though. Gotta love it, though. Authentic. And I don't really think this was a Dalton. I mean, it could have been. It was so large, we can't tell. We got the complete top. Where's the bottom at? It's going to make us crap our drawers. Look at that fracture line in it. Look at that. It's almost like it was about to bust off. Again. What a crying shame in this. The first thing we found this morning, very cold, earliest I've ever gone out. And got some game pieces right here. That's fake. Hey, you know, some people might argue this might be some kind of shaft scraper or something. They had many different kinds of artifacts back then. To me, it just looked like a Dalton that the kids were trying to make as they were watching mom or dad, maybe grandpa, make the Daltons. You know, got another preform here, granite. Got another preform here out of quartz. Nap, nap, nap. And then you got the scrapers. But there's one here in general that I just noticed when I was setting these things out on the table, organizing them. And I have it in different orientation because you got to turn it to a different perspective to see something. And I don't know if you're going to see it or not. And I did. But what piece am I talking about? There's something about this one. Right here. I don't know if it's a different kind of scraper or if it's a side profile. Looks very Native American to me. I hope you see it the way I see it. Let me get out my little finger pointer. There's the forehead. There's the eye socket. There's the bridge of the nose. There's the little lip right there for the mouth. There's the chin. I didn't see this in the creek. I only saw it after I poured it out on the table. This definitely might be the best find today. If it is what it is. Even if it's not. It still is what it is. And it's what you see. Got to take special care of this one just like everything else in our collection. Extremely careful. We don't want to break anything.